Hello and welcome to Stallion TV at Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College. I'm Colin Vickers, here with your Stallion News for November 1st, 2016. There was a powwow in Toma Town last weekend. Here's more on the story.
And I'm longing for home. Oh, the sun's going down. I want to go away. Sweet peace can be found. I'm just about.
Our class is aiming to help Toma Town be recognized as citizens of Georgia. And this class is an interesting class because we set up a committee to help Toma Town get recognized, which is why we went to the school field trip, because we as students did not know that there was a tribal town in Toma Town. And so this was probably an experience for everybody to know that there's Native Americans that live here and that still exist.
For glory someday, glory someday.
The Toma Town of Pow Wow was my first experience going to this event, and I had an interesting person that I thought was amazing for showing the Native American culture. And one in particular is, her name is Miss Debbie. I'm not sure about her last name. She was showing us her Native American medicine and when we were walking around, which was like in the houses, the little schoolhouses, and she was teaching us about like medicine that any everyday medicine that we can use, like aspirin. Like she said, you can basically get that anywhere around the area that in Toma Town, and you can use that as a medicine thing for them. She basically told us that her grandfather taught her how to use these medicinal things, and they didn't have to depend on like medicine from the stores. So she says she has used that all her life, and that's something that's passed down to her.
One of the most interesting things that I witnessed was Dr. Venable's singing and her storytelling that went along with her singing whenever the Europeans came and Indian removal acts were in Georgia and they actually had to hide in the swamps. My overall impression of that would probably be to raise awareness for those who don't know the history behind the lower Muskogee Creek and the true stories or their perspective of what they underwent during their times of assimilation.
They had a dance going on, which was the traditional dance. Well, I seen one dude, like, he was wearing, like, the bear fur, and I didn't get a chance to see it because the time limit that I had, but it was interesting to see how they were showing that as representing their dance. And also, they were showing people about the tools they use. Tristan was showing the people that were coming the artifacts that he was using or how to light a fire, and he had his traditional clothes on to dance. And also I seen a young man, he was wearing the traditional robe too, like he had his face smeared and his all this, like it was traditional clothing. And also I don't remember her name, but I remember her from the last field trip we had. She was wearing the traditional woman like tribe clothes. I think she was the clan mother, and she had like the spearheads in her bag.
I wish I would have got to see their dances, but I couldn't stay too long. But overall, I would love for ABAC to keep helping Toma Town out so we can maybe help some of them, help students in ABAC attain maybe tribal status or become a citizen of that town through genealogies.
So our committee is wanting to help them get recognized by having a symposium soon, which is November 16th, where people from ABAC can come in and learn about the native traditional medicine stuff, and also get to see like some dancing, and also the history of Native American people in Georgia.
Sure looks like a lot of fun in Toma Town, and we hope to powwow with them next year. Coming up on the calendar, this Thursday, November 3rd, the Miss ABAC pageant will be held in Howard Auditorium at 7 p.m. The next day, on Friday, November 4th, Night of Jazz will be held in Howard Auditorium at 7 p.m. On Monday, November 6th, Derek Evans will be in the Howard Auditorium at 3 p.m. That's it for this edition of Stallion TV. I'm Colin Vickers.